Floyd Mayweather Jr. started his jail sentence on June 1st. Life behind bars is a far cry from the glamorous one he is used to.
I'm not trying to boast what I have accomplished in life, but I'm just saying this to repeat. They might forget that the best fighter in the world.
Following Floyd Mayweather's possible arrest in a fraud case, Manny Pacquiao made fun of him. Mayweather has recently been under fire for frauds, including fictitious real estate transactions and delinquent bills. Pacquiao used the occasion to criticize, claiming that the so-called money man has been dealt a severe blow by karma.
There's been a lot of bad news associated with the Mayweather name over the past several weeks, and Floyd Mayweather has had no control over any of it.
When news surfaced that Floyd Mayweather had been arrested in connection with a fraud probe, Manny Pacquiao did not pass up the chance to make fun of Floyd in public. Pacquiao implied that Floyd's conceit has finally caught up with him by pointing out that he had been pursuing exhibition money instead than actual boxing glory. True champions are humble and don't drown in self-praise, Pacquiao stressed. He gently reminded supporters that legacy, not ostentatious wealth and self-promotion, is what boxing is all about. True grandeur, in his opinion, speaks through deeds rather than via flashy displays of diamonds and jets.
The fighter is, I believe his name's Conor McGregor, yeah. Have you seen him? And if you have, what do you think of that? Just him as a fighter and then that whole Mayweather wanting to fight him.
I don't want to make that story.
You can be modest.
I don't want to make the story big and the issue's big, so I just want to. I want to keep my mouth shut.
Pacquiao and Mayweather's rivalry is not new. The intensity is still high despite the fact that their in-ring fight was years ago. Floyd has consistently asserted his dominance, claiming Pacquiao would never be able to match him in terms of boxing prowess and public image. Floyd keeps diminishing Pacquiao's legacy while elevating his own in interviews. He consistently rejects any comparison between them, arguing that he is the greatest boxer in history and that Manny's accomplishments are inferior.
Manny Pacquiao spoke about that he shouldn't have.
Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd Mayweather, yeah.
Because it's a time and a place for everything. I'm not going to say he's right and I'm not going to say he's wrong. You know, but it's so crazy. When he spoke about it, I could have easily came out and said, yeah, you spoke about it. I ain't have to say nothing. Just by you saying my name, they gave me a check for $4 million. He said my name when he didn't supposed to. Remember I said, it's a time and a place for any and everything. Manny Pacquiao he's not a better fighter than me.
Floyd, what is your assessment of Manny Pacquiao and his shoulder injury?
Come on. I mean, this is ridiculous. Excuses, excuses, excuses. He was throwing combinations. Everything seemed just fine. He lost. He know he lost. I lost a lot of respect for him. You know, you fight. If you lose, it's okay. Mayweather was the better man. We fight 10 times, I'm gonna win 10 times. We fight 20 times, I'm gonna win 20 times. We fight 100 times, I'm gonna win 100 times. Manny Pacquiao, you're not on my level. Manny Pacquiao, you will never be on my level. Period. Simple and plain. It's okay to be number 2. It's okay to be right behind me. It's okay. I won. I know I won. I know I'm the better fighter.
Fans in the boxing community have made incessant comparisons between Pacquiao and Mayweather. Their disparate accomplishments, personalities, and styles have generated discussions that continue to split audiences, keeping their identities linked long after their active careers ended. When it comes to decency and public conduct, Pacquiao has the support of many boxing celebrities and fans. Manny maintained his modesty and consistency, earning respect outside of the ring, while Floyd showed off his money and insults.
Peace. Romello Scuds from Undisputed Spit. I got a question for y'all. What's more impressive? Floyd Mayweather's 50-0 or Manny Pacquiao's world titles in 8 different weight classes? Comment down below.
I won. I know I won. I know I'm the better fighter. We fight 10 times, I'm gonna win 10 times. We fight 20 times, I'm gonna win 20 times. We fight 100 times, I'm gonna win 100 times. Manny Pacquiao he's not a better fighter than me. Nowhere around him.
In the past, their tension even extended to courtrooms. When Pacquiao was accused of taking performance-enhancing drugs, he filed a defamation lawsuit against Mayweather in 2009. The lawsuit exacerbated an already intense rivalry, even if it was resolved without causing damages.
Dan Rayfield. And Dan, what is Pacquiao hoping to accomplish with this lawsuit?
Well, I know that the negotiations for this fight have been ongoing, but I just got off the telephone with Daniel Petrocelli, who is the attorney for Manny Pacquiao, literally moments before coming on the air, and I asked him that exact question. And his point was, regardless of whether or not they're negotiating this fight, that that the comments that they alleged that the Mayweather people had made were irresponsible and reckless and malicious, and they had to answer it no matter what. And so they felt like they had no choice but to file the lawsuit regardless of whether or not the fight takes place.
Following his retirement in 2021, Pacquiao made a strong comeback to politics. He still served the public and donates to charity causes, which further solidifies his reputation as a man of the people. Even though his run for president of the Philippines was unsuccessful.
2015, remember that one. Pacquiao is now planning to run for president in his native Philippines this upcoming May. But Shannon, how will you remember Manny as a boxer?
Historically great fighter.
Good for you.
The only fighter to win 8 world titles. I mean, he started out boxing, he was 106 pounds, won a title at, I think, 112, and went all the way up to
108 first.
Went all the way up to 154.
It's impossible. It's just...
I feel very comfortable and said I don't believe we'll ever see that again, Skip.
We'll never see it again.
And it wasn't like he was fighting bums. When you go back and look at Marco Antonio Barrera and Eric Morales and Oscar Larios and De La Hoya and Hatton and Cotto, Margarita Mosley, Timothy Bradley, Mayweather. Skip. I mean, what do you got to say? He was a champion in 4 different decades.
Yep.
Fighter of the year. First ballot Hall of Fame. He's great. He fought everybody.
Legendary boxer Roy Jones Jr. said that Floyd's victory over Pacquiao shouldn't be overly lauded because Manny was no longer at his best. He said Floyd didn't fight Manny at his best. He just took advantage of an elderly opponent.
I would not be able to take credit for beating Pacquiao after he got knocked out by Marquez because that's not the same Pacquiao.
Of course.
That's not the Pacquiao at the top of his game.
Yeah, of course.
But in society today, we'll call that person the best fighter ever.
Of course.
When that's not how that goes. That's not reality. But in the business world, it is because look how much money.
Former Mayweather associate rapper 50 Cent asserted that Floyd is not as rich as he seems. He criticized Floyd's way of living as a spectacle based more on phony flexing and inflated bargains than on real financial prowess.
Does Floyd Mayweather, is he as rich as we think he is?
No.
So when we see the $1 million in the bag,
that money, light money, like he can get his hands on that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you can't,
I need some of that light money then.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Anytime like that, look, he is who he is. You
Right.
can't discredit who he is. Like, and again, I'll tell you, like, I don't mind, telling the truth in situations like this.
Floyd has long been suspected of purposefully postponing the Pacquiao bout. During his most perilous years, he reportedly avoided Manny and only agreed to the bout when he thought the Filipino champion had calmed down.
My eyes keep telling me, wait, does Manny look like a steroid creation? Does he look like some mini Schwarzenegger? Well, I can give you any other thing that steroid can do, but not natural hand quickness. So if you're right about how Floyd Mayweather is the greatest defensive tactician in the history of boxing, what should he care about how ripped or big the head is of Manny Pacquiao? 27. Pretty boy Floyd is worried that for the first time in his career, he is going to get hit and hit and hit. He's going to get cut. He's going to get hurt. He is scared to
Man Pacquiao.
Videos from previous years demonstrate in public. Pacquiao criticized Mayweather and urged him to agree to the bout sooner, while Floyd continued to put things off with evasive excuses or shifting demands. He appeared sincere in his desire to establish himself.
I mean, I want that fight happen because that's the fans want.
Yeah.
But the problem is, it's up to him.
Yeah.
Now, all I can say is, say this.
Come on, man. What do you got?
Hold on. My line is open 24 hours and 7 days a week. Anytime he can call me and say yes.
Not on that
I will
phone.
fight. And then the fight will be on.
Why hasn't he called you yet? Do you think he doesn't want to fight you? Why hasn't he called you yet?
I don't know.
I know you just put the phone there, but I mean,
Is it a collect call? It's collect call. So he don't need to pay something or anything. It's a collect call, and he can call me anytime. If he say yes, and then the fight will be on.
Floyd's financial status has taken a number of public hits, including odd purchases and IRS tax liens. Even though he is one of the highest paid athletes in history, the reputation of a steady businessman has gradually deteriorated.
Floyd Mayweather just signed a deal to lease an apartment in Midtown Manhattan. He's going to be paying $100,000 per month for this place. Here's the apartment, you guys. It's got 5 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms, 4,000 square feet, and the place is pretty epic, I'm not gonna lie. The description says that this is a double unit and it is a corner unit, so you got a ton of natural light in here. Do you think this place is worth $100,000 per month? Why would Floyd spend $100,000 a month on this apartment? If I had to guess, it would be a combination of owning something is just kind of a liability. Plus, I'm pretty sure whenever you rent a place versus buy a place for business purposes, you're able to write off more of that lease payment. So if I had to guess, that $100,000 per month is going to be a pretty big write-off for him based on how he plans to use this place.
Floyd recently claimed to have spent more than $400 million on a building. The assertion itself sparked concerns, as detractors questioned the veracity, source, and true intent of the assertion, which lacked official documentation or confirmation.
Dr. News, the beef between 50 Cent and Floyd Mayweather is heating up again. 50 Cent posted a video calling out Floyd's claim of spending $400 million on NYC apartments, saying there's no proof of the purchase. The long-running feud continues, with 50 Cent suggesting Floyd's real estate empire may be a fancy fantasy. Floyd has remained silent, but the drama shows no signs of ending.
Floyd Mayweather is trying to buy a piece of the New York Giant. Floyd, I know you're the GOAT in boxing. I don't need you to come to the NFL, especially to the NFC East, and mess with the Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys got going on. We got 2 easy wins against the Giants every year. I don't need you messing that up like Magic Johnson did when he went to the Washington Commanders and took them to the NFC Championship.
I am quite impressed. However, I am neither a financial advisor nor a financial planner. Not bad for Floyd Mayweather Jr. V. Stand for triumph. That concludes the video for today. Await the next one.